Hey, welcome back. I gotta go a little bit quicker because I want to try to squeeze in 2 more episodes. But I didn't even talk about this baseball game. Going to a baseball game. Should I get a Butterfree? Nah. I feel like I should catch another Pokemon. Whatever, let's just have 3 strong dudes. Jacob deGrom is pitching today in Syracuse, and I'm going to see him, and that's nice. So I'm at a social anxiety point where, like, I can do these things by myself. I can go to a movie, I can go to a baseball game by myself, and I don't really feel social anxiety, which is good because I definitely used to feel it before. I remember I really wanted to see a movie. It was Arrival. You guys like Arrival? Was it 2016? 17? So not that long ago. And I remember just being really nervous about going by myself and being like, all the thoughts, like, oh, it's weird, and oh, I got a pimple and I don't want, like, actually caring about the people in the movie theater seeing my pimple, which makes no sense. What? You're in a movie theater. Nobody's gonna see your face. They're looking at the screen. They're gonna see Amy Adams' pimples, not yours. Let's get my boy. Here comes the king. For reals, like, I used to be worried about that stupid stuff, and I'm not anymore. But now I am at the point where, like, it's a long more. Like, what's the point of doing stuff by yourself? Like, you just go to this thing, and, like, I can enjoy it, kind of, but then after it's over, it's just, like, you're driving, it's always that thing of, like, you're driving home by yourself and, like, oh, I didn't share this with anybody. Did it even really happen? If it only happened to me, sometimes it feels like it's, like, nothing. Like, if you don't share it with somebody. I guess I'm sharing it here. And I can share it with my parents. But, like, you didn't come with me. Like, we didn't share, like, I could share what I did. But I'm not sharing it with anybody. And that's why I want a girlfriend, I guess. But, like, it should be okay to just go. And it is. But it's just not as satisfying to go by myself. It's not. I stink, man. I gotta play this game on my own, level up, catch a Pikachu or something. Lou, he's getting too strong. I'll catch a Zubat or something. Oh, what should I get? Water gun. Oh, I need that. Withdraw, tackle, tail whip. Ooh. Withdraw is kind of good. Bubble's good. What's water gun? It may lower the foe's speed. With a lot of water, expel forcibly from the mouth. Whatever, tail whip. I don't care about tail whip. So yeah, baseball. But yeah, I feel like, oh, I'm going to a concert by myself. well, I'm going to improv by myself. I'm going to baseball by myself. And it's like fine, but it's just not as satisfying. Would it be more satisfying to go with just like a friend and not a girlfriend? Maybe. I got the running shoes. Here we go. Yeah, but going, I don't know. Sometimes going with people can make it less enjoyable too. Because you gotta like you're thinking about them. I mean, you don't have to think about them, but I think about like, oh, what do I say? Should I say something funny? Should I try to be funny? Should I try to... And when you go by yourself, you just like enjoy the thing. And like when I do go to these events, I do kind of people watch and be like, would I want to be in that group with those people? And that's what I did last time when I went to the Rumble Ponies. And most of the time when I hear other people talk, I'm just like, not missing much. They're just like talking about baseball, and it's just like not the most interesting conversation. It's like, hey, this Jacob deGrom has got a good fastball. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that fastball. It's a pretty good fastball he's got there. We're like, okay, like, do we really have to talk about that? I feel like the only reason we're talking is because it's awkward. The only reason we're talking is because it's less awkward than not talking. But we're not really saying anything. We're just saying things that are just like... Yeah, I remember the people at the game, they were like, oh, like those Yankees are pretty good. See those Yankees? Yeah, oh yeah, Matt Carpenter. He hit a home run the other day. Oh yeah, I saw that home run. I don't know, it's like you're not missing much. I guess what I'm describing is like a surface level, like shallow connections. And like I want it deeper. I want to go deeper. That sounds weird. I wanna... I don't know. I don't want that. I don't want people to just like... I don't want to go to a thing with people because I'm afraid to go by myself and be like, hey, let me invite an acquaintance. Because I don't want to go by myself. I'd rather go by myself than go with someone who I don't really know. That's for sure. Because then I wouldn't even be able to enjoy the game. And then I would drive home and I would still be by myself. So that's a good way to look at it, because like it could always be worse. I remember, I've probably talked about this before, but when I was in college, there was a kid in one of my classes who like was super nice, and I think we could have been good friends if I was capable at that point of having friends, and I just wasn't, because I was too anxious about everything. But we met on the bus on the first day of class, and he asked me like, hey, do you know where the JFK building is or whatever? And I was like, yeah, that's where I'm going actually. And it turned out we actually had the same class together. So we sat together. And then I remember the next week thinking like, we're gonna sit together again. So I think what happened was I got there first on the second class and he sat next to me. And I'm like, okay, this is what happens now. We're like friends. He's gonna sit next to me and we're gonna kind of talk. I remember kind of talking about basketball, like, oh, he was a Thunder fan. He'd be like, oh, I like the Thunder. I'm like, oh, I'm an F fan. Okay. We didn't really talk that much though. And I remember dreading that class, and like it's my fault totally. He was such a nice kid, and he was trying to be friends with me, and I wasn't capable of it. I just remember dreading that class every time. I was like, oh, ooh, I wish I could just go to class and like sit there and not have to talk to anybody. So like that's what I think. He was just an acquaintance. He wasn't really a good friend because my fault again. Um, we might kill him. We might kill him. I think quick attack always hits. Does that sound right? It always hits first. That's for sure. Am I done for the day? Yeah. I actually changed my mind. I want to leave at 4:30 because I want to get there early and buy a hot dog, and I don't want the line to be super long. Oh, I like them baseball hot dogs. You go to a baseball game and you get a hot dog and a pretzel. The game's sold out, so the line's going to be so long for food. Because everybody wants to see Jake. I'll probably leave early. Just go there, watch Jake pitch for 4 innings and come back. It'll be fun though. I'm going by myself, so I don't have to worry about any other people except me. And that's nice. And I can just enjoy it for me. And that kind of leads into another note that I'll talk about tomorrow. So keep that in mind. If anybody's watching, I know Dalton kind of, he's not watching, which is fine, because he's like busy with his stuff, and so I won't say like, hey Dalton, I won't phrase questions to him like I do sometimes. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye.